With the enticing smell of Filipino-Chinese dishes wafting through the streets and the Hokkien dialect still spoken in daily conversation, Manila's Chinatown is an enduring reminder of Chinese presence in the Philippine capital. Situated across the Pasig River from Intramuros, the former headquarters of the colonial Spanish government, the bustling district of Binondo is considered the world's first and oldest Chinatown. Established in 1594 by Governor and Captain General of the Philippines, Luis Perez Dasmariñas, Binondo was intended as a permanent settlement for Chinese immigrants, particularly those who had converted to Catholicism and intermarried with indigenous Filipinos. The Spanish were distrustful of the Chinese, and Binondo was said to have been intentionally situated to put some distance between the Spanish elite and Sanglis, an archaic and derogatory term for pure-blooded Chinese immigrants, but close enough to keep an eye on them amid fears of an imminent invasion from China. The settlement was a big deal to Sanglis in Manila, as Chinese tradesmen and artisans in Manila were previously confined to the Parian after they were forbidden from living within Intramuros. The land was granted to the community in perpetuity, tax-free and with the power to appoint their own governor, giving the Chinese a small measure of autonomy and security. While those who did not convert were left behind in the Parian, Catholic Sanglis and the Chinese Mestizo community thrived in Binondo. Spanish Dominican priests soon set up Binondo Church in 1596 and went on to convert even more of its residents to Catholicism. In the years that followed, Binondo became the first stop for Chinese immigrants who arrived in Manila in search of a new life. Even after over 20,000 Sanglis were killed during the Sangli Rebellion in 1603, which incidentally also claimed the life of Dasmariñas, Chinese merchants and tradesmen, mostly from the coastal province of Fujian in southeastern China, and continued to flock there. By the late 19th century, Binondo had become the main center of business and finance of colonial Manila. Escolta Street emerged as the city's primary commercial district, housing insurance companies, commercial banks and department stores, as well as some of the city's earliest skyscrapers, such as the Manila Stock Exchange. In its heyday, before World War II, Binondo was often referred to as the Wall Street of the Philippines. After the war, many businesses and financial institutions began shifting south to the city of Makati, which eventually replaced Binondo as Manila's central business district. While Binondo is no longer the main financial hub, the district's long legacy of trade lives on in the Filipino-Chinese businesses that continue to thrive there today. Locals and tourists alike flock to the Divisoria to scour for bargains on goods ranging from trinkets and traditional herbs to clothing and jewelry. The streets of Binondo are particularly alive in the days leading up to Chinese New Year, as the community prepares for the celebration. Despite centuries of colonial influence and modern developments, the residents of Binondo have never forgotten their roots and the traditions brought over by their ancestors. Hokkien is still spoken here, while incense sticks are burned in front of church altars, a sight unique to Manila's Chinatown. Even with modern shopping malls and high-rise condominiums popping up in recent years, most of Binondo's historical structures and shop houses still reflect their origins, with guided tours showcasing the best of Binondo's food as well as cultural and historical sites gaining popularity over the last few years. It seems the district's distinct old-world charm will prevail for years to come. This is Armel, by the way. Thank you for listening.